Observers of the United States Congress might be struck by a sense of déjà vu as terms such as Lend-Lease once again echo through the chambers. Lend-Lease originally was a program instituted under President Franklin Delano Roosevelt in March of 1941 to provide military assistance to the British in their struggle against Nazi Germany. The United States at the time was ostensibly neutral and therefore prohibited from providing direct military assistance. But under Lend-Lease, American military equipment was leased to the British, who would then use it, pay for it, or return it once their struggle against Nazi Germany was complete. In June of 1941, the Lend-Lease program expanded to include the Soviet Union when Nazi Germany invaded and then drove on to Moscow. Over $31 billion worth of Lend-Lease equipment was provided to the British. Around $11.5 billion of Lend-Lease equipment was provided to the Soviets. So important was this that during the critical Battle of Moscow in December 1941, when Nazi Germany was driving on the Russian capital, over 40% of the tanks used by the Soviet forces to stop the German assault were tanks provided through the Lend-Lease program. Today, the United States is talking about a Lend-Lease program to Ukraine, ironically, to fight against the Russian army, which in February 24th invaded Ukrainian soil as part of a special military operation. The irony here is that one of the main reasons for the Russian intervention in Ukraine was to defeat the resurgence of Nazi ideology that existed in the Zelensky government and in the form of the Azov Regiment and other Nazi military formations. Over $53 billion of military aid is being provided by the United States to Ukraine to fight against Russia. The irony here is that the United States is funding the Nazi ideology that it and the Soviet Union had conspired to defeat back in 1945. Right now, Russia seems to have the advantage on the battlefield. But if Russia doesn't find a way to stop this military equipment, $53 billion worth of arms can be used to reconstitute a Ukrainian military and further the American objective of bleeding the Russian army white. This is something for every American to think about as your taxpayer dollars are being poured in support of a neo-Nazi ideology that should have been defeated 7 decades ago. This is my 2-minute topic. My name is Scott Ritter. Remember, knowledge is power.